Hey guys, how you doing? We're back again with another news reading. Already can't speak, but let's get started. Go. Get bigger. Put me up here. All right, what do we got? Beating of teen in high school girls' bathroom captured on video. Wow. This is in Utah. Pound. V. Is it Virginia? Virginia Mayor Stacey Carson resigns effective immediately. All right. Is there a resignation that is not effective immediately? Can you resign and just say it's like 2 years out when your term is actually over? Let's see right here. What is this? Bill Cosby is back in court for allegedly. How? How's that possible? Is this recent? Man who told the FBI he committed fraud on Todd Chrisley's behalf testified that they had an intimate relationship. Of course. I mean, shouldn't surprise anyone that Todd Chrisley is into guys. Actors who've been cut out of movies in post-production. Tips for parents talking to children about violence at school and where to get help. Okay. Friends try to save woman, but all four plunged 300 feet off Ocean Cliff, California. 4 people try to save one person, and they all fell. That is incompetence to a whole nother level. I don't even feel sad that they're gone. That's just ridiculous. Jada Pinkett Smith opens up about lack of protection as biggest wound in her relationships. What are you talking about? Wasn't this the same woman that just recently said she didn't need protecting after Will Smith slapped somebody? For her? Oh my God. You're a shitty person. Purdue tells Abrams to go back where she came from. Critics call it racial insult. It depends on where she came from. Gunman kills 19 children, 2 adults in Texas school rampage. Was the gunman also a child? Here's how powerful the Ford Bronco Raptor. Commercials. Lawmaker says Texas school shooter originally from North Dakota. Okay, so they're saying they don't claim him. Is that what this is? Warner Brothers executive testified against Amber Heard's Aquaman 2 claims in Johnny Depp trial. Yep, I saw that. Yep. I'm shook right now. Homeless man who was given a gun after Q train shooting was scared. Of what? Going to jail and having a home with some food? "50 actors who died before their last film came out." Lake City teen charged with lynching after elderly person attacked at sports store. this girl lynch somebody. That's insane. After Buffalo, Trump threatens civil war. Mainstream media refuses to connect the dots. What does that mean? He threatened civil war? Or did he say there was going to be a civil war? And what does this mainstream media refuse to connect the dots? What dots? Boat hits a pole in Florida Keys and ejects 7 people into water, killing one of them. I'm hoping they're speaking of Florida Keys, the TV show, because that is trash. Americans sound off on gas prices after Biden says they're part of an incredible transition. He said incredible transition. That doesn't help. The flight attendant's Casey is an example of white privilege. What? The flight attendant's Casey. So the flight attendant has a Casey. I don't think they should have put that apostrophe S there. Gym goer killed after machine falls on her while working out. Okay. What is gender cool? State Farm cuts ties with LGBTQ program after backlash. Yes. I don't know what gender cool is. Jennifer Howell, associated IG account, talks karma as Depp trial nears end. What's that mean? NBC announces decision on legendary broadcaster Al Michaels. Salvador Ramos, stereotypical name, bought firearm on 18th birthday due to Texas gun law change. So he would have done it sooner if they didn't change the law. Or later. What was the law before? I mean, Uvalde native Matthew McConaughey was Uvalde demands action after elementary school massacre in his hometown. Action from who, bro? You're just adding attention to something without doing anything. Action. You think people have time machines they're not using? Minnesota mother charged with murdering 6-year-old son, allegedly shot him 9 times, stuffed him in the trunk. What? Why would you go to that extreme just to kill a 6-year-old? Like, do you hate that kid so much? Like, he couldn't even defend himself. You could have been merciful at least. That is insane. All right, okay. Matthew McConaughey has urged Americans to take a longer and deeper look in the mirror after the Uvalde shooting. What the fuck does that mean, guy? Take a longer and deeper look in the mirror and what? And realize that you're a piece of shit? What a stupid thing to say to people after a tragedy. That they should look at themselves like they're the cause of some crazy person doing something. Fucking assholes, man. Paramedic dies after machine falls on her at Club Fitness. Oh, they're just adding more details. She's a paramedic now. Brittany Griner's wife tells ABC she wants WNBA star home. Well, obviously. I don't know how that helps. New Jersey woman who sued cop for not stopping man who shot her settled for $850K. They were supposed to stop a man that shot her? What? How does that make sense? If they failed to stop him, why would that be on them? I haven't had a girlfriend in 20 years. The truth is, I am lonely. I am lonely part of every day. The star who's been single for years. Then just get a girlfriend, you weirdo. Salvador Ramos was angry that he did not graduate. Seems like something you would be pissed off at, but it's obviously your fault. The flames were just incredible. Neighbors distraught over loss of Booth Bay Harbor Inn. Booth Bay Harbor Inn. Born billionaires, the Cannon family is among the richest in America. Yeah. Yep. Cry bullies in schools, weaponize pronoun, destroy teenagers' lives. Cry bullies. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. They cry and play victim, and they weaponize pronouns to destroy people's lives. Yeah. Those who live in shadow of Turnpike extension speak out against $4.7 billion widening project. Why? Well, why? I mean, do they have to fix it? What do you think it's not going to inconvenience you? I don't. NASA captures shark volcano eruption where mutant sharks swim near the underwater volcano. How do they know the sharks were mutant? What do they eat? Is there food down by the volcano? Small businesses pay big price. Whoopi Goldberg admonishes the View studio audience for booing Kellyanne Conway. Wasn't Whoopi Goldberg canceled recently? Teen arrested, charged for murdering 18-year-old Raven Coleman. She cheat on him or something? Alleged shooter in unprovoked NYC subway murder surrenders. Woman dies in skydiving accident in Georgia. All right. Don't they usually have someone strapped to their back? How does she the only one die? Uvalde 10-year-old was shot as she called 911, grandmother says. Well, you need to take a long look in the mirror, grandma. According to Matthew McConaughey. Children's Hospital of LA representative testifies about Amber Heard's unfulfilled donation pledge. Dear Abby, fiance sees video and pics from the bachelorette party. All right. Jury convicts Nicole Lacey for killing her boyfriend. Stars who died in almost the exact same way. Almost. So that means not the exact same way. Murphy responds to Texas elementary school shooting with another plea for gun control. They already have gun control. You got to be 18. Rep. Paul Gosar spreads lie about Texas shooter in hateful since deleted tweet. What? Didn't they say he was from North Dakota? It's not a lie, right? I don't think it's a lie. Tennessee Christian University wants to ban students from being trans. You can do that? You can't ban someone from being a state of being, right? That doesn't make sense. Because obviously they don't have to get their operation to be trans. So how do you ban that? That's crazy. New Jersey cop tried to warn gang member about raid arrest, authorities say. Was he working with them? Camila Cabello lights up Paris in neon extreme high slit skirt and pyramid heels in Paris. 8 of the most surprisingly failed auditions by famous actors. What's this scrunched up face dude? Oh, Taylor, I think. He was in like the Twilight movies. Uh, this this weirdo, I have no idea who he is. And she's smiling or smirking. I don't understand what that expression means or who she is. Wendy Williams placed under financial guardianship. Aquaman executive producer testifies that Amber Heard and her co-star lacked chemistry. All right. Man bought beautiful villa for $9,000 only to find it's really a strip of grass worth $50. How? How does that happen? Is it a strip of grass next to the villa? Or they just show him pictures and it wasn't what it was? That's the tragic death of actress Marnie Schulenberg at age 37. Russia loses its default defense in 48 hours. War stuff. Black pastor arrested for helping his neighbor. Why not pastor arrested for helping his neighbor? Hollywood dealmaker tells court Amber Heard not in same league as other superhero stars. Yes, I saw that, and she's not. Flash just can't catch a break after fans tear apart the new costume. All right. Police arrest man they say hired teens to steal Jeep involved in double fatal crash. Oh, he hired them. Was it an enemy's Jeep? I don't. 4 teens found dead with gunshot wounds in small South Carolina city. Police in disbelief. Why? They don't see crimes like that all the time? How I was trapped by gender ideology. I became a male to female transsexual when I was only 15 years old. Bullying at school, instability at home. I don't get this. Matthew McConaughey is being called to hometown in wake of school massacre that left 18 kids dead. Being called by who? No one cares. Fearless divers save huge whale trapped in illegal fishing net. Why's the net illegal? Sisters were tortured to death over travel visas for arranged husbands. What? Sisters were tortured to death over travel visas for arranged husbands. I'm not even going to think about it. That's just stupid. Memorial Day weekend at Jersey Shore, 8 big concerts, shows to get the party started up. started. That's just it. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene takes pro-gun stance following Texas school shooting. We don't need more gun control. We need to return to God. And take a deep look at yourself in the mirror. According to Matthew McConaughey. Or is that the same? It's probably a different shooting. United Express worker fired after bloody brawl at Newark with ex-NFL player. All right. Was it really bloody or just celebrities with thyroid? There we go. There we go. I got it. Thyroid issues. Fantastic. The furious Steve Kerr addresses school shooting before his team's NBA game in Dallas. When are we going to do something? Why don't you do something? And then the rest of us will follow. I'm so sick of these people, man. Things happen and it's like, oh my God, this is terrible. We need to look at ourselves. We need to do something. Why don't you do something? Why don't you look at yourself? Getting annoying. Fauci NIH division caught trying to spend almost 2 million on more puppy experiments. What the? What's a puppy experiment? Dr. Fauci may feel the bite from the reveal that National Institute of Health is seeking this. New Jersey native Greg Olson. My deal with Fox to replace Troy Aikman isn't done. Man identified after being flung off ship canal bridge by force of morning crash. Johnny Depp calls surprise witness who tweeted Heard was jealous and crazy. Kremlin official tells Russia family who viciously beat, zip-tied, burglar faces slew of charges. Okay. So a whole family that beats together and zip ties together, faces charges together. Look, Stephen A. Smith made an embarrassing mistake last night. Okay. Police involved in shooting at New Jersey Dollar General parking lot. Members of successful bands who broke out as solo acts. All right, Salvador Ramos. Transgender rumors spread like wildfire despite no evidence. Oh, is that the tweet that they said that guy spread? That was false. Photos. Texas school shooter kills 2 teachers, 19 children. That is some decent numbers for a first time. 19 children. They couldn't run. No chemistry, Jason Momoa to near recasting. What we've been told about Amber Heard in Aquaman 2. Texas Governor Greg Abbott tweeted in 2015 that he was embarrassed that Texas was number 2 in gun purchases and told Texans to pick up the pace to be number 1. Zinzi Thompson set to make history as the youngest Black woman to graduate from Meharry Medical College. What? What's the youngest woman in general? Is it way less than her age? Musk $5 billion exit from Twitter. What does that mean? Doesn't he own the company? At 16, Sarah Cruzen was sentenced to life without parole. Now she's ready to take back her story. Bahamas hotel cause of death for 3 Americans revealed. The grotesque envy at the heart of men. What? Long Island plane helicopter pilots blinded by lasers more frequently than ever before. 16 counts filed against woman who hid out in home after I-41 crash. Right. Johnny Depp witnesses tried to argue Amber Heard's career was doomed anyways. I mean, it was. She wasn't good. How do you even sleep at night? Texas Senator Ted Cruz faces backlash after Valde shooting. They're really just trying to find people to blame. It's a goddamn tragedy, people. The only one to blame is the person that starts shooting people. The agonized screams of family members are audible from the parking lot as parents of Texas school shooting victims discovered that children have been killed. No, no, I gotta look in the mirror. Yankees will trade for all-star catcher. No one cares. Can you feel the love tonight? No. Stacey Abrams responds to GOP race remark. Bronx gang bust. Suspects taunt rivals in rap videos. Live stream pigeons beating death. Live stream beating pigeons to death, or pigeons surviving death. I don't. Adele keeps on going to basketball games and stealing the show like everyone is just watching her. What? Jersey City police fatally shoot man after responding to report of shots fired. Bicyclist 64 fatally struck by vehicle in New Jersey intersection. Eternals and Doctor Strange 2 proved the MCU is changing its target audience. From what to what? The sad reason CBS is pulling the FBI season finale. I was just 16. Pastor's adultery confession in church goes off the rails. What? I don't. Was he 16 when he committed adultery, or did he commit adultery with a 16-year-old? Elite Border Patrol agent credited with killing Texas school mass shooter. They're the elite Border Patrol, not the regular Border Patrol. God damn, man. Shooting her kid was it 9 times she shot him? Wow. 100K later, just to have my college graduation walk blocked. College grad Karen blocks a line of sight to hug loved one, sparking debate. I think we already talked about that. Q&A, trans activist Sean Ebony Coleman wants Black people to embrace LGBT voices. Why? I mean, you pretty much created your own community, and then you want another community to embrace you? I mean, a community is formed by like-minded individuals with a lot in common. You can't differentiate yourself and also be a part of a different group. People. Heartbreak as bodies found in search for minors. Actors who've been cut out of movies in post-production. White Sox, Tim Anderson blows up Yankees. Josh Donaldson's Jackie excuse. Arrowhead lines. Aaron Rodgers pokes fun of Patrick Mahomes. Holmes ahead of the match. Airplane mode. What is it? How does it work? What does it do? GOP Paul Gozer spread a baseline transphobic rumor that Uvalde shooting suspect was a transsexual leftist illegal alien. I knew it. He's just throwing words at the screen. Ukrainians drive away trophy tanks after a route at river. LeBron James sports. Okay. In custody, man who allegedly shot Goldman Sachs worker in subway surrenders to cops. Oh, there's a Goldman Sachs worker. Does he have a problem with Goldman Sachs? A lot of people have problems with Goldman Sachs. Literally on hands and knees, Senator Chris Murphy, desperate plea for gun action after school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. All right, so it was the same thing with freaking Matthew McConaughey. Mistakes everyone makes when buying granite countertops. 10-year-old victim of Texas school shooting was killed as she called 911, grandma says. Jimmy Kimmel makes gross Johnny Depp Amber Heard joke. Was it gross? Republican ghouls send identical tweets after 19 kids killed in shooting. Michael Jordan turned down Idris Elba's request to play him in a biopic. Well, that makes sense. They're not the same height. They don't really look that much alike. Although Idris is a good actor. But the age, I mean, what age would he be playing him? Celebrities who have been attacked by fans. Oklahoma City police warn about bank jugging. Bank jugging. What the hell? Josh Duggar sentenced date as TV star faces up to 40 years behind bars. I don't know what he did. Oversmart kid pays the price for not listening to his karate instructor. Brooklyn man who dodged murder rap is in killing of sex worker will be tried again. Oh my God. Company chief says Amber Heard will still appear in upcoming superhero movie, despite calls for her to be canceled. Home cameras capture man dragging kidnapping woman in Hialeah. Oh my, there he is. He wore a purple shirt for this. Or is it just like saturated with purple for some reason? Shirt could be white. No, white shows up just fine. So maybe the shirt is blue. No, the grass is, maybe the shirt is green. Everything green is purple. All these trees can be green. I don't know. I'm a 28-year-old woman and have maple syrup urine disease. Maple syrup urine disease. I'm going to end it on that. I don't know where else I can go after that. Later.